What is up, guys? So for this video I wanted to discuss and analyze the newly released Comic-Con trailer for Season 4 of Better Call Saul. Okay, so while we didn't learn too much additional information about the plot of Better Call Saul next season, this trailer did provide us with some additional clips and dialogue of many of the same plots that have been previously teased prior to Season 4, including some additional angles of Chuck's funeral. In regards to this plot next season, one very interesting aspect about Chuck's funeral will be the presence of many people in this plot who were very close with Chuck, who are also on very poor speaking terms with Jimmy McGill. For example, in this one clip of Chuck's funeral seen here, we can see what appears to be Jimmy's former boss, Clifford Maine, out of focus in the background of this image. As we all remember from the plot of Better Call Saul, the last time these two characters saw one another in Season 2, in the episode entitled Inflatable, was certainly not on the best of terms.
For what it's worth, I think you're an asshole.
So based on all the history these two characters have together, I am very interested to see what the interaction between these two characters will be like if they do in fact speak with one another at Chuck's funeral. Moreover, we also saw a new clip of Howard Hamlin at Chuck's funeral in this new trailer as well. Interestingly, like Jimmy's last conversation with Clifford Maine, the last time Jimmy spoke with Howard in Season 3 of Better Call Saul in the episode entitled Fall also ended on very poor terms as well.
You'll get your damn money. You're just gonna have to wait for it.
However, based on all of the scenes of Jimmy and Howard that have been teased prior to Season 4, including a scene of Howard and Jimmy seemingly talking with one another in the restroom that we saw in this new trailer, it appears that these two characters will be frequently interacting with one another next season, awkwardness notwithstanding. Furthermore, continuing along these same lines, we can also see Chuck's ex-wife Rebecca at his funeral as well, who also ended on very poor terms with Jimmy in Season 3 of Better Call Saul in the episode entitled Off Brand.
He's mentally ill. What is your excuse?
So heading into next season, I can only imagine what the interaction between these two characters will be like at Chuck's funeral following the very poor nature of their last conversation. So with all this being taken into consideration, I am very interested to see how the event of Chuck's death will ultimately affect Jimmy's poor relationship with all these aforementioned characters in this plot next season. In addition to the plot involving the fallout of Chuck's death, another plot that was also further displayed in this new trailer was the plot of Jimmy and Mike that has been teased prior to next season. As I mentioned in a previous video, these two characters have not interacted together in the plot of Better Call Saul since the episode entitled Sabrosito in Season 3.
Nice to fix something for once.
So I'm very excited to see these two characters together again on screen in the plot of Better Call Saul. In regards to the exact details of this plot next season, it seems to be implied that this meeting that is occurring between these two characters at Loyola's Diner has to do with Jimmy requesting the services of Mike for felonious activities in order for Jimmy to make some quote-unquote free money during his hiatus from being a lawyer. With this being said, while Jimmy has been known to break the rule of law in the past, Jimmy's personality and moral compass still needs to go through a rather significant transformation in order to become the full-fledged, unrepentant criminal he was in Breaking Bad. So based on all the teasers and trailers we have seen regarding this plot next season, including a brief new clip we saw of Jimmy apparently getting beat up in this new trailer as well, it appears that this plot involving Mike could begin the process of Jimmy beginning to dip his toes into the criminal underworld he was fully immersed in when we first met him in Breaking Bad.
Better Call Saul!
In addition to the plot of Jimmy McGill next season, we also saw our first look of Hector Salamanca in Season 4 of Better Call Saul in this new trailer as well. As I discussed in many of my previous videos, Gus Fring's personal vendetta against Hector is seemingly going to be at the forefront of this plot involving Gus next season. However, with this being said, due to the fact that we already know how this plot will ultimately conclude for both Gus and Hector, I am very curious to see how the creators of Better Call Saul will choose to display this plot moving forward in Season 4, and if any new information about this plot will be revealed to us next season in order to increase the dramatic nature of the relationship between these two characters as well. Also relating to the plot of Hector Salamanca next season, we saw a new scene of Nacho's father, Manuel Varga, in this new trailer as well. As I discussed in depth in a previous video, Nacho's father will seemingly be a very integral part of the plot involving Nacho next season, and will ultimately be greatly affected by the consequences of Nacho's actions against the cartel moving forward in Season 4.
I don't trust him.
So I am very much looking forward to seeing this plot unfold next season. So with all of this being said, While this new trailer did not reveal too many new additional details about the plot of Better Call Saul next season, this new trailer still nonetheless further reiterated the dark and transformative nature of the upcoming 4th season of Better Call Saul for many of the show's main characters, and I cannot wait to see all of these various plots unfold in just a few short weeks. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed hearing the sound of my voice talk about Better Call Saul and are also looking forward to the premiere of Season 4, you should definitely check out some of the other Better Call Saul videos on my channel where I discuss and analyze many of the plots that we could see unfold over the course of next season. As always, my name is Anton Jackson. Thanks again for watching.